You said you'd feed me, right? That was part of the bargain here? We didn't actually make a bargain, but in exchange for our protection, I demand potatoes. I can maybe cook those into something later. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more Pathfinder Kingmaker as we set out on our quest in earnest. We are through with the Aldori mansion. We've dealt with the assassin problem there, and Jamon the Aldori has finally set us out on our quest. Well, really, she's set two teams out on her quest, because one of us is a traitor. I know who it is, but she doesn't. It's definitely not me. That would be an odd twist in an RPG, but it's definitely not me, I feel. So, without knowing who the traitor is in her camp, she's set two of us out to do the same quest in different ways. So, Telfanar here has acquired a little team based on the choices that we made in the Aldori mansion. Based on the things that we did, the things that we didn't do, we have been assigned a team based on what they feel about us. So, we picked up Aram the dwarf, who's terribly sad about things all the time, but apparently he appreciates our, well, lack of rule structure in our world. That's the best thing I can say about him. I mean, we're basically, Telfanar is a decent human being, but he's not super crazy about obeying rules all the time, and Aram seems to appreciate that. We've got Lindsay the Bard, because she appreciates the fact that we are a decent human being, and we did try to save some folks. And we've got Amiri the Barbarian, because she just appreciates our chaotic nature. She's just down for anything. That's who she's all about. So we should be setting off on our quest, but before we do that, we have important RPG things to do, like level ups. Everybody likes that, so Lindsay, you're due for a level up. Let's see what you're all about. What can we do with you? No, I don't want me right now, I want Lindsay. Yes, so level up. Okay, great. And we have to pick a class. We could start diverting Lindsay into other classes, but I think at level 2, let's just keep everyone doing what they're doing, and then I myself might look at spinning off into something else later. I don't know. I really haven't decided. It's going to be how the story takes shape, but we'll keep Lindsay being a bard. You be a bard, Lindsay. You be the best darn bard that you can be. So at level 2, Lindsay will gain a rogue talent. Don't think you're stealing my thunder, Lindsay. I'm the rogue around here. And she will become well-versed, which will make her more resistant to other bards' abilities. Well, that's handy. Now what happens? Okay, you're going to get 5 points to put into your skills. Fantastic. That's going to be really solid. But there's a lot of places where Lindsay and I kind of join in the middle, so I'd kind of like to spread her out a little bit more so we're not doubling up and being redundant on our skills. Definitely give her, you know what I really don't feel I have is a lot in nature or religion for lore. That might be handy. Let's give her, you know what, let's give you a point of mobility, a point of trickery, and a point of stealth. That's just solid. Those are just good skills to have. And then I'm going to give you a point of lore in nature and a point of lore in religion. I feel that's a pretty solid way to take you. Anything else we need to do on the screen? No, apparently not. Okay, bard talent. What do I want you to do? You're recommending intimidating prowess. Your physical might is intimidating to others. No, I don't think it is, game. I don't think it is. Lindsay is very, very tiny and squeaky. She is not in any way, shape, or form intimidating to others, unless you feel that mice are intimidating to others. Skill focus. Now that sounds more solid. +3 bonus on all checks involving the chosen skill, and we can obviously pick the skill. Iron guts. Withstand poison, especially ingested ones. That's good. Let me see what I want to do with Lindsay here. I'm going to give Lindsay fast stealth. Allows the rogue to move at full speed while using the stealth skill. And for no other reason, I just feel that fits her personality. I feel like that's a thing she would do. Being very, very tiny and squeaky like a mouse, she would be probably pretty good at moving fast in stealth. And again, just to recap from the initial couple of episodes, I'm really going more in this run with a role-playing perspective rather than the mechanics. So although advice about mechanics is very, very welcome in the comments, I'm really going more for the people and the story and the lore and the fun of this game rather than going for the optimal build. This is not a video where you should look at it and go, oh, this is how I should set up my bard. No, it absolutely is not. I'm just going with the fact that Lindsay is very, very tiny and squeaky, and therefore I feel she should have fast stealth. That's something that meets her. Yes, so we'll take fast stealth. Thank you very much. What's next? Okay, spells. Let me just go through this reasonably quickly and see what would be a good spell for Lindsay. I narrowed it down to 2 that I feel meet Lindsay's style. Hideous Laughter. The spell afflicts the subject with uncontrollable laughter. It collapses into gales of manic laughter. That seems fun. Or Touch of Gracelessness. Basically, as it says, turning the creature into a fumbling clown. I think either one of those, Lindsay would definitely have one of those armed. I think Touch of Gracelessness. And just briefly looking at mechanics, it seems like it may be more effective broadly than Hideous Laughter may be. But yeah, I think Touch of Gracelessness, you can have that one, Lindsay. Good for you. And now we have to deal with Aram. All right, Aram, you can stay a cleric. We're going to definitely need to have some kind of cleric on board. So why don't you just keep moving up in the whole clerical ability there. And what do you get? You get 2 points. That's not very many points, Aram. You're so sad. You're so terribly, terribly sad. Now, you have really no physical abilities, no physical skills kicking around. In fact, you have very few skills at all. You're terrible, Aram. All right, well, you better perk up in the near future. Let's just give you some solid stuff. Let's just give you an athletics and a mobility. That would be solid. So at least it can bump up your negatives in that. Wow, your dexterity is absolutely awful. Your strength's pretty good, though. Yeah, okay, you're not completely terrible. We need things that are going to offset that low dexterity. So, yeah, just some very basic physical skills will do for you. And what else do we need to do to you? Nothing at all. You get nothing, Aram. You probably like that. You know what? You probably enjoy that. And let's finally level up me. Yes, Telfanar, what do I get out of the world? Yeah, we'll definitely stay as an... Wait, what am I again? A rogue. There we go. Yes, an eldritch scoundrel. I love that term. Eldritch scoundrel. Yay. What do I get at that? Evasion. Can avoid even magical and unusual attacks with great agility. Super. I will enjoy doing that. And 4 points to dump into skills. Now, we had some real problems with, I don't know, talking to people, basically. I think I'm going to put another point into persuasion. Because Telfanar is definitely the kind of guy who's going to try and talk his way out of things, or talk people into things, one or the other. And he's no slouch in the charisma department. He's got a 16 charisma. That's not nothing. However, the other 3, yeah, I didn't have anything in nature or religion. I thought I didn't. That's okay. Lindsay can pick up the pace on that. Let's give me a point of perception. Going to want to be spotting those traps. Now, we did fail a trickery check the last episode when we were trying to disarm a trap. Let's put another point into that. And remind me, athletics does physical ability, leaping, scaling walls, mobility, move near opponents without provoking attacks of opportunity, or stealth. No, mobility. I think that would be the most useful thing in the short term. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. And I get 2 spells. Yay! Let me figure out what I want to do here. I think something that Telfanar would definitely have in his arsenal would be Vanish. Touched creature becomes invisible for a short time. It may not come up very much, but I absolutely feel Telfanar would have that in his magical arsenal. There's no question he'd want to become invisible. But to counteract a spell which I may never end up using, let's do something actually useful. Hurricane Bow. So we're going to be using that crossbow fairly frequently now that we've kind of figured out, although Telfanar doesn't mind charging into combat, he's going to be more effective from medium or long distance. Hurricane Bow will boost up his crossbow damage as if it was a larger crossbow. So we'll take that. That seems very, very sensible. All right, that is all our level ups done. Now we actually have to go somewhere. So we just, I believe, click on this, and we just start marching off. Yeah, we're off. We're off. Okay, boy, we move very quickly. Stop. Oh, I stopped anyway. There's someone on the road. Get ready. Oh, I'm not ready. Okay, we've got kitties. Big kitties with big teeth. What are you? You're a thylacine? I'm going to hope that's how that's pronounced. A thylacine? You're a giant kitty with big teeth, or you might be a dog, or you might be a mix of both. The unfortunate part is we haven't had time to rest since the Aldori Mansion, so pretty much most of us don't have our spells ready. That was kind of my point. I was going to stop on the road there and do a rest sequence so we could get our spells back, but we don't. So we're going to kind of have to do this the old-fashioned way, which is just killing things. I think best move for critters is just going to be kind of dogpile on one of them. Pun fully intended. So let's just try to winnow down their numbers by taking out one at a time. Amiri will clearly charge right in. Yeah. Okay. This guy's going to kind of got eyes on me, and I'd prefer that he didn't, actually. Let's just acid splash him while we're standing right here. And Lindsay, can you kind of back me up here with your crossbow? Thank you. Yeah, he got in a bite to me. Aram and Amiri are doing fine. Okay, we acid splashed him. Guys, I actually kind of need you to help me out here because I need to get back here so my crossbow will be vaguely effective. Make that go away, please. Go away. Thank you. Go away. All right. Do that. Yeah, all right. There we go. That's more like it. Now we can cat pile on these ones. Yeah, I think you're done, dude. This should not be a problem. There we go. Aram picked it up there. Everyone else is missing. Aram picked it up. Good. All right, well, what do we get out of these guys? Nothing at all. Oh, I can skin them. Interesting. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Can I keep doing that? No, I just get one. A thylacine pelt. Merchant would pay well for it. Okay, so just something I can sell. Perfect. All right. Well, okay. Oh, there's a little snake in there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, well done. I mean, obviously he's completely inoffensive, and there's butterflies and things. Now, can I just rest here? Is that like a thing I can do? Can I just set I see the camp symbol here. Can I camp right here? Oh, and I set up a camp. All right, cool. Well, we'll just rest here, guys. We desperately need to rest. All right, so, yeah. Do I just go over and rest? Apparently I do. Oh, neat. Okay, now what? Manage. All right. Well, 4 rations needed. I've got 4. Use healing and spells and ability before resting. Sure. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, Lindsay, apparently you're off hunting. Now, can I change you? Apparently not. Looks like I could possibly put more people in there. But no, none of this seems to be interactable. Amiri is going to do camp camouflage. The probability of attack is reduced. Okay. Apparently I'm cooking. Well, I did pick up all those ingredients in the Aldori Mansion. I did pick up all those food ingredients. I kind of figured they might be used for some kind of crafting. Apparently, I'm the cook. And yeah, you know what? I feel Telfanar would have a degree of culinary skill now that I think about it. He's civilized. He's been around. He's hobnobbed with nobles. He would probably have some culinary skill. And apparently, Aram's on guard duty, probably because it's so depressing. But yeah, all right, let's begin resting.
Aram, do you really prefer to feel insignificant? Like your whole life is useless?
Do I like it, Does that matter? All that matters is that this is the truth, little storyteller. I came to learn the truth. I humbly accepted it, and now I share it with others. Yet you keep consoling yourself with shallow tales of hope.
Oh, Aram, you're such a downer. Oh, you're so sad all the time. Well, all right, what happened? We were successful at hunting. We got 4 rations out of that. Good. That means we didn't need to chew into our supplies that we took from the Aldori Mansion. Apparently Camp Camouflage failed, and apparently I failed to make a hearty meal. Hey, look, I didn't say Telfanar was good at culinary skill. I just said he's had some culinary training. All right, so yes, continue to do that, please. All right, so we are rested, and I assume we've got...
My skills
Yep.
are absolute.
I know my skills are absolute. You have such confidence in your abilities. I appreciate that. Now all our spells are back, which is awesome. Now we can actually effectively do some combat around here. So let's just leave the area. Oh, and the little random encounter counter thing gets knocked over. That's good. All these little details are really, really nice. Just tiny, tiny things like the snake in the grass there and the butterflies. And now that I've defeated that enemy, his little counter thing got knocked over. Really well done. Really just kind of sets a nice mood. Okay, so I guess we could go back to the Aldori castle, but we don't want to do that. Let's just keep pressing forward. I could probably live without any more random encounters. I'd kind of like to get where we're going. Although, now that we're fully armed... Okay, well, there were no more random encounters. Now that we're fully armed, we could take another random encounter. But we have reached Oleg's Trading Post, which is where we were sent. So, yes, let's enter this location and see what Telfinar's got to do here. Okay, let's see what's going on. Oh, there's a little rabbit. Look at the little rabbit. Oh, I like all those little touches. That's nice. Oh, hang on. Who are you? Bakken, save yourselves, fools. Are we getting into combat here? We got to fight? 'Cause I'm ready for a fight now. You know what? Let's just be a little stealthy about this. Let's see what's going on. What is going on up here? Bandit Kressel, Oleg Leviton. All right, he's probably the guy we're supposed to see because it's his ranch. Bandit. All right, you know what? I picked up the spell saying I was never going to use Vanish, but I kind of wonder if that might be somewhat effective at this level. We'll have a think about it. They're not marked as hostile. I was thinking of maybe putting invisibility on a Mary and having her just sort of stand off to the side. But nobody's being marked as hostile, so let's just go forward. And what's Oleg's deal? In the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority in the Stolen Lands, which is the area we're trying to liberate from the Stag Lord, we demand this week's tax and some beer. Okay, well, he's a sensible bandit. I appreciate that. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. You are my least favorite bandit. You are creepy. Quiet down, dimwit. We're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Okay. Okay, what do we got here? Alignment in dialogue. Some dialogues feature special options that are available only to characters of certain alignments. Well, that is pretty self-explanatory. You want to drink some of my blood, too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think control everything around here just because you put up that painted rag of yours. Oleg, a large man with a rough face, stops talking when he notices you. You must be the guest from Restov. All right, so what are my options? And more importantly, what would Telfinar say here? What's going on here? That's sensible. Neutral good. I'm not interested in bloodshed, but I won't let you rob this man. That's pretty Telfinar. That's broadly Telfinar. He might be a little more snarky. Be on your way and I'll let you go in peace. Now, we can't do whatever this dialogue option is because we don't have any evil in us. Lawful neutral, we can just attack him. My task is clear this land of bandits. Or I can just flat out attack him. Let's try and at least, again, talk our way out of this. Well, you know what? What's going on here first? Isn't it obvious these thugs are robbing us honest settlers? Yeah, that it is pretty obvious, actually. But I didn't swear allegiance to any Stag Lords. I pay my taxes to Restov. But Restov is so far away, Oleg, and the Stag Lord is so close. So it's just a shakedown. It's a protection racket. That's fine. And we're back to our options here. I don't want to just immediately start attacking them. Let's see if we can talk our way out of this. I'm not interested in bloodshed, but I'm not going to let you rob this man, so just skate. Get out of here. Okay, all right, we'll leave, but what makes you think we just won't return in greater numbers? I think you probably will, but, you know, for right now, we're good. And we've performed a neutral good action. Now, obviously, I would assume that's going to push us in a neutral good direction. I wish there was a chaotic option there. I don't know what that chaotic option would be, but I wish there was a chaotic option there. I like being more chaotic. So, all right, well, we talked our way out of that. Why would we leave when we've got easy pickings from Restov before us? We'll rip out your guts and empty your pockets. Are you sure about that? Okay, yeah, they're flat out attacking.
Their life ends here.
And this guy over here looks like he pulled an invisibility thingamahoozy. So let's start the party with something fun. Let's make Aram huge. Let's use enlarge person on Aram. Just for fun. Amiri, you can just charge in. Just go ahead and charge in. And Lindsay, what could you do with your time? You could use your new spell, Touch of Gracelessness. Not a bad idea. Why don't you use it on this guy? Yeah, see what happens. I want to see what happens. Alright, so I am going to do nothing at all. There we go. Oh, I think enlarge person missed. Darn it. That's unfortunate. I was really looking forward to that. Alright, let's peel me back. And Lindsay, peel yourself back. We are not frontline fighters in this scenario. Aram and Amiri, concentrate on this guy. And, oh, I took a hit doing that too. Alright, well, back to basics then. Actually, you know what? Burning Arc. Oh, I don't have 3 caster levels. Alright, so it's only going to hit one person anyway. That's fine. Just stick with the classics and acid splash this guy. How about, Lindsay, your ear-piercing scream, which is just a delight. Yeah, go ahead and do that to that bandit. Oh, that may not even last that long, Lindsay. Oh, okay. Oh, there's somebody else up here. Hang on. We've got other things we need to be dealing with. Lindsay, do something. Actually, ear-piercing scream that guy, please.
May I suggest another way to use this spell?
No, you can do what I asked you to do. All right, do it to that guy. You're probably too far away. And, well, how about I just start getting all shooty with this guy? That seems more broadly useful. Okay, ear-piercing scream hit. But these guys are a little beefy. These are not going down as quickly as the assassins that we had in the... Did I not put any healing potions on your belt? Darn it. Just magically have some healing potions in the middle of a battle. Everybody just hold on for a second. I've got to re-equip Amiri. Have another one. Just have them all. Have all the healing potions. Alright, yes, please, drink a healing potion. I know I can do it right from this inventory, but I just like seeing them on the belt. I like to see things in front of me without having this extra thing popping up there. So, drink that, please. Sort of now. Thank you. Alright, pause it again. You guys are kind of splitting your forces. Why don't you just keep doing what you're doing? That's fine. And what else could we do? Why don't we acid splash the guy up here? Stick with the classics. Stick with what you know. Okay, that guy's down. Are we just flat out of visibility for this guy? Is that why my spells are not... Again, I know this is not a mechanic run kind of game. But, no, guys, there's still somebody up here. That's probably it. They just couldn't see him. Oh, it was Oleg. Sorry, Oleg. I was totally trying to kill you. I should have paid more attention to who you are. I thought you were a bandit. Let me just loot these guys real quick, Oleg, and I'll be right over to you. Oh, what do we got? Basic stuff. Yeah, I could probably live without this. Alright, well, let's talk to Oleg and see what his deal is. Take that, you scoundrels, but now the girl got away. A plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. Yeah, no doubt. She turned invisible and scarpered. If only I could send Svetlana somewhere safe and show those rats what's what. 1,296 experience. Well, thanks, Oleg. I appreciate that. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. I assume that's Svetlana. Yep, it sure is. It's all over. I saw it. I just need to be sure you were all right. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival to our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. I'm pretty confident what a trading post is, but why don't you tell me what it is? Abandoned border fort at the southern end of Rostland. Found a new life recently. Oleg and Svetlana Leviton, a couple from Rostov, rebuilt it into a trading post. Okay, so they're going to come back and attack because I've got an option that says, wait for attack. I'd prefer not to just wait for the attack. Let's get to the point. You say the bandits are going to attack again. Who are they, and when will they arrive? I'd like to see your goods, so we can probably dump some gear here, sell some stuff off. Tell me more about yourselves. I saw someone run out of the trading post. Yes, we did, didn't we? Who was it? That must have been Balkan. He sells potions, lives out in the forest like a hermit, but he comes here every day. He knows every tree, and bush in the area. He has a good heart, even if he grumbles a lot. All right. You say the bandits are going to attack again. Well, when? That would be a really good thing to know. Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang. That's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut, and you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. All right, so they're not walking in the door immediately. What are my options here? Quite a lot. Chaotic neutral. I'll help you. I'm not really interested in your post, but I never back down from a good fight. That's, as chaotic as that is, that's not really what Telfanar would say. That's not playing to his character at all. Neither is lawful good. You have nothing to fear. I'll help you deal with the attack. I mean, that's broadly what we're going to do, but that's not really the way he would put it. Lawful evil. The safety of your post may have been one of the conditions Jamandi Aldori placed on granting me barony, but she said nothing about having to listen to your whining. Again, none of that is really Telfanar. None of those really are him. I don't like any of those options. I don't think I'm going to pick any of those. They claimed they were collecting taxes. Why? I can pretty much guess the answer. It's a shakedown operation. It's a protection racket. Tell me as much as you know. How many bandits are there? What do they want? Now, that's more Telfanar. He'd want to know, he'd want to get some intel on this and figure out what the plan is going to be. There's a little puppy there. There's a little puppy in the corner. Okay, back to the action. Tell me as much as you know. How many bandits are there? Yeah, I know. We know... We know when they're coming. You kind of just said this. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come. Sometimes it's a whole gang. All right, that doesn't actually give me really any new information. Enough about the bandits for now. I know why they were collecting taxes, but tell me anyway. Why don't you go start supper while we finish our talk? Yeah, it's he may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders as long as they're paid. Yeah, it's just a protection racket. I don't really like any of these options. How about if I just don't pick any of them? Enough about the bandits for now. All right, wait for an attack. Let's get back to the possible attack. It's going to take me right there. You know what? Let me see your goods. Don't know what good trading will serve. I know what good trading will serve. It'll line my pockets, Oleg. What do you got? Okay. Oh, I'm gone to the trading post. Now I need to protect the trading post. Okay, I kind of thought I was doing that game. That's fine. All right, let me just go through and see what this guy's got, first of all, and then I'll see if I want to trade anything. Well, he's got a ton of stuff, but not a heck of a lot of it can I afford. None of the good stuff, anyway. I mean, he's got a nice recipe for seasoned wings and thighs, so might be slightly better at cooking up a meal when we go arresting. He's got a nice meta magic rod, but I'm not getting that at 3,000 gold. And a ring of protection I'm not getting at 2,000 gold. So I think for right now, I'm just going to take the money. Although going into my inventory did remind me that we picked up these magical bracers. Bracers of armor +1. So I'll have to remember to equip that to myself and put some of these potions that we picked up, like Alchemist's Fire and Acid Flask, on people's belts as we're going along. So I'm just going to take your money. That's really all I want, just for my junk, basically. Oh, did I just... No, I didn't sell my Ring of Protection. That was his Ring of Protection. Right, okay. Good. All right, fine. I thought I just accidentally sold my own magical ring. All right, well, nothing really exciting there. I mean, actually, really good stuff. I just... can't afford any of it. But I noticed Amiri got a level up out of that. So, Amiri, how about you go ahead and level up and be a slightly better barbarian? Yes, thank you. What do you get out of that? Rage power. Learns to use her rage in new and exciting ways, I'm sure. Another rage power for every 2 levels of barbarian after the second. And uncanny dodge. Character can react to danger before her senses would normally allow her to do so. Sounds very, very handy. Good. Let's totally have that. Yes, I would appreciate that. 4 points to put into. I don't think we're going to put anything into the more, sort of intelligence, worldliness, charisma-based stuff. One thing you are not, Amiri, is charismatic. So I think we put you full on into physical abilities. Let's give you another point of athletics and mobility. Point of stealth wouldn't kill you, just because we're all going to be stealthy. You should probably try and keep up with us. And how about another one into, I don't know, mobility. You're going to be a frontline. Oh, I can't put one into mobility right now. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I don't know. You'd probably have I mean, you already do. You'd probably have some knowledge about the natural world, so we'll give you another point in nature. That's fine. You can have that. You can be very, very worldly about, I don't know, butterflies and grass and things. That seems like what something a barbarian would do. And rage power. Let me just see what I want to do with this. I'm going to give her lethal stance as her rage power. She is basically, until I find somebody better, if indeed I ever do, she's absolutely going to be at the front line all the time. So if she can just take down people a little bit faster up there, that'd be super. Go ahead and take lethal stance as your rage power, and you are complete. All right, so with all of that done, now let's go back to Oleg here. Let's get back to the possible attack. All right, let's do that, and we're gonna get all of these again. All right, I got to commit to one of these. I don't really feel they're Telfinar, but I guess his most likely thing is you have nothing to fear. I'll help you deal with the attack. I appreciate your good intentions. I better not end this game being lawful good. That's just not Telfinar. Got to find some evil options to take somewhere around the way, or at least some more chaotic ones. I may not have the best manners, but Oleg Levitin is the last name you'll hear accused of being ungrateful. Super. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue. Now, we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that we can use for battle. All right, that's more like it. Alchemist Fire, actually I have some of that in my belt, and I totally forgot to do that, and I forgot to put those bracers on. Alchemist Fire, we can put it by the gate, light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. That sounds like a Telfinar kind of plan. But that could set the post on fire. Hey, you know what? Roll with the punches, Oleg. Well, maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them, all right, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. That's good, because we're only like level 2. We're not super good at shooting things yet. I used to be pretty good with a bow back in my day. I'm going to look around, think on the best ways to use the tar and the traps. Yeah, if we can set up the field of battle prior to these guys even getting here, yeah, we definitely want to do that. There's no question of that. All right, well, let me just quickly go to my inventory. Let's get those braziers equipped on me, because I'm the most important person here, so everybody needs to be protecting me. And I'm going to swap out one of my health potions. Which one is light? Which one's moderate? That's moderate. That's light. Let's swap that out for an acid flask. Good. Aram, you're a depressing downer. You might want to set somebody on fire. Why don't you have an alchemist fire kicking around? I don't think Amiri would really use potions, but Lindsay might in a pinch. So let's give you the other acid flask. I don't think she'd do it immediately, but if she had no other options, and I kind of told her to, then she would. All right, let's look around the camp, as they suggested, and see what we can do here. I don't really think I need the rest of the crew right now. Yeah, let's, what's going on over here? Chickens! Chickens are going on over here! Yay, chickens! Where are we going? Potatoes. Yes, I'll take potatoes. Oleg, you said you'd feed me, right? That was part of the bargain here. We didn't actually make a bargain, but in exchange for our protection, I demand potatoes. I can maybe cook those into something later. Oh, he's also got a stash of weapons up here, too. I don't really know that I particularly need to steal them from him. It's hardly worth it, to be honest. So, no, we probably won't go ahead and do that. I really only want to steal stuff like, you know, gold or things that are super, super useful. I don't really need to be stealing just generic weapons. Oh, you're balking. You're back. Hi. Hi, what have you got to say for yourself? Yeah, tell me about... you tell me about yourself first. I'm an herbalist. I make potions and sell them. All right, that's pretty self-explanatory. We could use your help fighting the bandits. Do you want to join in? Where's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider that my help in your fight. Potion of light wounds. Okay. Could try for a diplomacy check on this guy. Bandits are here to bother you as much as Svetlana and Oleg, maybe more. Help us to get rid of them for good. You want to do that? Oh, we got him! Yes, oh, that's so Telfinar. Telfinar is a bit of a manipulator. Telfinar might get people to do what he needs them to do. Well, alright, I'll show those troublemakers. They'll learn better than to chase an old man around. Somebody might even write up some verses about me. Well, Lindsay might. She's right here. She's wicked into that Bakken. Go talk to her. Quick 132 experience for that. Oh, Lindsay does. Lindsay does want to write about her. Cool. Please be careful. Go ahead and help, but leave the heroics to us. Oh, Lindsay, you actually did chime in. I like it when role-playing plays out in the role I expect it to. Neat! All right, so what's the deal with your traps, buddy? You said there were traps available here. Are you going to actually tell me about these things? Aha, what's this? There we go. You know, some good steel traps in the box. Use the traps to help catch the bandits. And I'm assuming we just set the traps. That would probably be my assumption from that. All right, I think we're ready to go. Let me just briefly talk to Oleg here. Yeah, we've set the traps. We've got Bakken on our side. I don't know what help he'll be, but he's on our side. And now we are prepared for the attack. Get in your positions and wait, which is probably an excellent time to call this episode for today. And then next time, we'll have the bandit attack and see what our preparations mean. With our traps that we've set and Bakken on side, I think we've kind of leveled the playing field. If they send a large group, we've done some good things in our favor. But that's a good place to call it on Pathfinder Kingmaker for today. Until next time, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. So just so we're all clear on the victory conditions here, I am last in everything. I am last in absolutely everything. 6th place, 6th place, 6th place, and 6th place.